Glory to Jesus Christ. Hello, I'm Fr.Thomas Loya. Welcome to the Light of Tabor. This is where we look at life through the light of Tabor, which is a mystical worldview that actually gives us the real answers to all of life's questions and problems. Speaking of questions and problems, you notice how very few things are working well today? Look at the immigration issue. Look at the economy, education, global politics, you name it. Nothing is really working that well. And the reason is because we don't look at things through the light of Tabor. Rather, we look at things through a bipolar, a dichotomous worldview. Last time I looked, bipolar was a mental disorder. In other words, we look at things in terms of either or, Democrat versus Republican, liberal versus conservative. And of course, where I come from in the Chicago area, the most frightful dichotomy of all. Are you a Cubs fan or a White Sox fan? But the answer really lies in the both and. That's what we mean by the light of Tabor. That's how we look at life through the light of Tabor. It's in the both and. For example, you've often heard it said, well, if someone's hungry, you give them a fish. And someone will say, oh, no. You teach them how to fish, so they'll always have a fish for themselves. Well, neither one is right because they're bipolar. They all have a little bit of truth in them, so you have to put them together. You can't teach someone to fish when they're starving. You got to give them a fish, and you can teach them how to fish. Same thing with any issue, immigration. Immigration is a question of the human person. It involves human persons. It also involves countries, nations. So the question is, what really is a country or a nation? What's the why behind it? What's the mystical view of a country, a nation? What does it need? What does it not need? What is a person? What's the mystical view behind a person? What does a person need? What does a person not need? When you consider things like this, the light of Tabor, you're guaranteed to come up with answers, no matter what issue you're talking about, what problem you're facing. The light of Tabor is a way to see things as they truly are.